Ladies, single ladies, come, let's have a conversation. Let's talk. I'm sure you heard the story of a guy that took a lady to an hotel and tied her up, possibly for rituals or maybe some other evil acts that he was trying to carry out. But when I heard that story, the first thing that came to my mind was, how can this lady follow this guy to the hotel? But if you look at it from another context, you might not really blame her. Why? Because the guy could have explained to her, oh, I love you, could have told her, I love you so much, you're the best thing that has ever happened to me. Ever since I got to this world, I've never seen a woman that is as blessed as you are, a woman that is as endowed, a woman that is as brilliant and outstanding, just the way you are. You are exceptional. The woman that lady would believe that, yes, this guy genuinely loves me. And I'm sure the guy could have, bought stuff for her, called her, giving her a lot of attention. This things happen, ladies. This things happen. And what I would like to say is that you need to go beyond the talk. Go beyond the conversations. Learn to pay attention to actions. Learn to pay attention to words that are not spoken. Beyond the sweet talk, the smooth talk. Can you be more attentive? Can you be more sensitive? Instead of you doing the talk, why can't you relax? Let him do more of the talking. Read in between the lines. There are some salient points in his conversations. There are some salient things you can learn, you can deduce from his non-verbal communication. There are some things that you can actually see. If you actually have a relationship with God, there are some things that you would naturally understand. Let me give you an instance. There was this lady that shared this experience with me. What happened? She met a guy, and this guy is tall, dark, and handsome. Exceptional guy. He looks fantastic. If you look at this guy, every normal thinking woman will like this guy. Smooth talker, soft spoken, and the likes. But when the lady was narrating this experience, she was saying that this guy was just all over her, trying to rush her, I love you, can we just get married? Different rhetorics. That of course is, normal with guys and of course lady that they claim to love. But this lady was feeling that there's something off. Something is not just, this thing is not real. Because of course she has a relationship with God, so she knew that Kini could draw. It's not something is not hard enough. So, according to her, she said she went to pray. She spoke to God. She declared 3 days fasting. I said, I want to understand this because she was already falling. The normal thing when you see a guy that likes you, gives you attention, buys stuff for you, claim to know God, and the like. So it's normal that normal right thinking woman would want to jail. Fall for that kind of guy. So she went to pray. She was reasonable enough to say she was going to go pray. And according to her, she said she declared 3 days fasting. After the 3 days fasting, someone just prompted her to go on Facebook, and she went on Facebook. Able to had a friend that is a friend to that guy. When she added that guy, and they started chatting. I don't know what led to that conversation, and she asked about this guy that has always been all over her. And lo and behold, the guy told her that this guy that has been head over heels in love with her is married and has a child of 2 kids. This lady almost went mad. This guy has promised me marriage. This guy that said that he was going to buy me a vehicle. This guy that was rushing me. Just imagine she was not smart enough to say, let me go and pray. Or she was just smart. She was just sensitive. Imagine she was carried away by the wind of love, in quotes. I mean, she could have been another, maybe second wife or third wife, or maybe alive, could have actually been in ruins by now. But she was sensitive. So what I'm saying, of course, this is a series that we'll keep talking about. I mean, but I want you to understand something. Pay attention. You're in a relationship, talk less. I'm not saying you should not engage, but be sensitive enough to read in between the lines, the unspoken words. There are some things that the guy was saying. When you guys engage, studying, understand his perspective about life. Understand what are the things that this guy is saying. He's saying, but he's not speaking about. These are the ways you can actually understand where you are going. The focal point for today's conversation video is that you need to pay attention to non-verbal communication, non-verbal conversation, the things that this guy is not saying. Be sensitive. Don't be a talker. Of course, you can do all of that, but be careful. Pay attention to details. Don't speak more than you think. Like people always say, go with your brain. Okay, go with your brain. Whatever conversation you are engaging, try to read in between the lines, try to understand. See, if a guy will beat you in marriage, by the time he's already pointing your nose, maybe when he's angry, he's already pointing your nose, he's already pushing you. That's a sign. That's a sign. When someone is temperamental, when he argues, is vibrating, he will see slap you very soon. So these are the things I think you need to understand. By the grace of God, I'm about 6 years in marriage now, so I can explain some nuances, that single ladies you all should actually know. Even for guys, the woman is already angry, throwing tantrums. Probably when she's very angry, she destroys things, she throws things, or she walks out on you, she shouts at you. That's a sign. That's a sign. So you need to pay attention to all of those signs. So that's one of the conversations we're having today. Of course, this video will be in a series. We still keep talking about it. It's an ongoing conversation. So do well to actually stay glued and subscribe to this channel. My name is Olaoluwa Olajide. I love you so much, and I expect that your relationship will be fantastic.